Matt, is it peak Christmas? Is it peak spending? Is 2019 going to be weaker?
Well, Caroline, good morning. Good afternoon. Listen, we're very bullish on this holiday season. All the ingredients are there for this to be exceptional relative to recent memory. You heard Emma shivering there talking about how great this season is going to be. We think it's going to grow between 4.3% and 4.8%, $720 billion. And that's coming on top of very strong comps from last year. So we're very positive about the holiday season. Listen, what happens in 2019 is yet to be determined for a whole range of factors. Some of those are unique to retail. Some are more at the macro level. But right at the moment, consumers are in a very good place. The economy's in a great place, a lot of confidence, and retailers are ready to make the most of this holiday season.
Yeah, especially when we're expecting, what, 1.1 trillion over the entire holiday season spent, Matt. I'm interested in, it's actually been exported to here in UK. We're expecting plenty of money to be spent, about 10 billion over the course of this weekend alone. But has the discounting got too long? We seem to have been having a Black Friday sale for the past couple of weeks in the UK and in the US.
Well, I know it's one of those things that we get to export from the United States to other parts of the world. It's big in the UK and Europe. The Nordic countries, France is picking up on this. Listen, I think retailers are in a good place with their inventories. Certainly the promotions are beginning earlier. We measure from November 1 to December 31. That's our view of what the holiday season looks like. I guess I would say that Black Friday, this holiday weekend, the U.S. Thanksgiving weekend, is sort of is an emotional kickoff. It might be halftime, so to speak, in practical terms, because people have started earlier. But the emotional psyche, the psyche of the consumer, certainly in the U.S., is this is when things really begin. In a practical sense, I think many people have started their shopping and are on the way to a great holiday season.
Matt, you've projected some fairly robust numbers going into the holidays. I'm going to put a chart up right now that compares retail sales with consumer confidence. Now, I think these are University of Michigan figures, which are a little softer, I think, than the Conference Board. But what it shows, essentially, is retail sales have been pretty strong, despite the fact that there's been some softening in the consumer confidence. What do you make of that, and how does that affect your projections as we go into the holidays?
Well, I think it reflects, David, what's happening in the economy here. You certainly know consumer confidence, the highest it's been in 20 years, the unemployment rate, the lowest it's been since the 1960s, which is really remarkable. The economy continues to grow. Retail outperforms the economy. We see retailers hiring in record numbers for this holiday season, 650,000, which is up from about 585 last year. Our survey work shows that consumers in the U.S. think they're going to spend an average of $1,000 this holiday season. That's the highest it's ever been, and it's up 4% from last year. So I think the macro factors are setting up well. Retailers have made investments going back 2, 3, 4, 5 years that are now being brought to scale. I talked to the CEO of a major U.S. retail company a few weeks ago, and I said, how do you assign the relative weight in terms of your performance? How much of that is due to macroeconomic conditions? How much of that is due to the investments you made over the last 5 years? And he said, we have that discussion all the time. A substantial part of what we're seeing now in terms of retail performance is due to investments that have just taken time to be brought to bear, and they're really paying some serious dividends for retailers right now.